Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I show you my guide on how to highlight and contour your face, how to snatch your face, make you look like you haven't eaten in weeks. So I explain everything to you guys, my techniques, even the tools that I use, and even a couple stuff that not a lot of people do, I throw in there. And I show you I have one high-end product that I use, and I also have a lot of drugstore stuff that I use mostly to contour to create this contoured snatch. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't want to ramble because I'm so excited for this video. So many of you guys that I know have requested to do like a highlight and contour. It's like, oh my gosh, I love how you do your face makeup and you do like a highlight and contour video. So I was like, I'm gonna come through with you guys, and I did this, and I hope you guys like this video. If you do, make sure that you give this video a like and that you subscribe if you like my content, and hit the little bell icon also that's next to the subscribe button so that you're notified every time I upload a video. And if you want to see how I get my snatch contour and highlight, keep watching. Bye guys. Why do you always want to do something when I start video? Girl! I just gave up at this point. Alright, so I'm gonna start by taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Is just making a triangular shape under my eye, and because this is a heavy, like creamy concealer, I put it on the bridge of my nose. Came out lopsided. Try to make it straight, and I put on my cupid's bow, my chin. What this does is just helps to bring out the light hits, so that, you know, it just brings out those features. And I'm gonna take this Real Technique sponge, and it's damp with water so it doesn't soak up any of the product, and I'm just gonna blend it out. And I'm just using tapping motions, I'm not swiping. I'm just lightly tapping that in. Sponge, I squeeze the sponge and put it alongside your nose like this. It helps to give your nose a natural contour. And what that does, it just helps to slim down your nose. So you don't have, if you can't afford it or you just don't feel like putting on, like contouring your nose, it naturally contours with the concealer. Oh, you're gonna catch a cramp in your hand. Like always right here. Everything is blended out. I'm going to take whatever's left on the sponge and just clean up anything underneath my contour. And it's basically, I never explained, basically where you contour is like your cheekbones. So where you feel the hollows of your cheekbones, you can use your finger to test it out. When you go like this, where it really isn't bone and it's like really hollow, that's where your cheekbone is. And you don't want to put it too low, because if you contour too low, it's going to give you a manly like jaw. So I'm just going to, once you do it for a while, you'll start to get a feel of where it is. But I feel that it's right here. All over YouTube or in the makeup community is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer, and I'm in the shade Mahogany. So what I do with this, I contour with this. You can always use a cream, powder, stick foundation, but I like to use this. So when I always go like this, and like how I said to find the hollows of your cheekbones, just put it where it's hollow. So I go, and voila, that's how it looks. And I'm gonna just go ahead and do that to the other side. I don't put that much because it's very, very dark. And once you blend it out, it like blends easy. So I'm just gonna take this and put a little bit down the sides of my nose. And I also, in the middle of my cupid's bow, and a little bit under my lip. This helps to emphasize your lips, and this helps, this on the nose helps to slim down the nose. So now I'm just going to take the side of the sponge like this, and just pounce that into the skin. Then whatever's left, I put it a little bit under my jawline because that helps to slim down your face as well. A dark area on the sponge, that's what I use to contour. I'm just gonna put a little bit up on my temples, and if you're like insecure about your forehead, contour the size of your forehead as well, and that also helps to slim it down. The purpose of contouring is just to help slim down the features of your face. I'm going to take this sponge and I'm squeezing the sides, because if you leave it like this, it's gonna get everywhere, but I pinch it so that I only get to, it's gonna look a little muddy, but we'll fix that later. Or you could just, of course, this is an extra step to my contouring. I take my Cody Airspun translucent powder, and it looks like this. All the prices, by the way, for all the products I use today will be, I'll put them up here, and they will also be in the description box below. So I just dipped my wet sponge. You have to make sure that the sponge is wet to dip into the powder because it helps stick. And I just take that much. And basically I'm going to bake. So baking helps to helps with the longevity of your face makeup, and it also just helps to leave a nice smooth canvas for your makeup. So it helps not to make it look so cakey. And I just go like that under my eye. I know it looks super crazy, but I promise you it's gonna look awesome after. And the reason why I included this for a contouring video is because I also like to bake underneath my contour. So this is where my contour is, but I'm gonna put a little bit below it so that it helps really make it sharp, and it's gonna look super fresh and clean. So let me show you how I do that. So I just start up here, and then I just drag the line right below the contour. So where I didn't put any powder, that's on my contour. So I applied the product, and then I just gonna leave my jawline super sharp, level, so that one contour isn't higher than the other, that it looks all the same level. Also, when you smile a lot and you apply foundation and concealer, normally when you smile you get these laugh lines over here, and then it looks like, you know, that separation of like your skin and the concealer or the foundation. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the powder, because I do have that when I have laugh lines, and I'm just going to put some in my laugh line area, and that helps that when I do smile it doesn't crease. I do this routine, I'm doing it in the morning time when I'm on my way to school. So during this time, because I let this sit for about 3 minutes, if you're going out and you have all this time on your hands, the longer you leave the powder on your face, the more it leaves your skin nicer. The more it leaves your skin nice. So I would normally leave this to 3 to 5 minutes. So I would like go do whatever I was to do. I would finish up my hair in the morning, or I'll like go clean up my dog's poop. Anything that I have to do before I have to leave, and I let this sit on my face. So I'm gonna just, since I have nothing to do, I'm gonna let this sit on my face, and then we'll be right back.
Last night took a L, but tonight I bounce back. That's what's real when I hit it, bounce back.
Let me pause that. I do not need to get copyrighted. Of my Micasa Beauty, I have a coupon code on their whole site. So use my discount code to get a pack of one of their brushes. So I'm using this F100 brush, and it's a stippling brush, and I'm just gonna use this to swipe away all of the powder. It makes my voice so nasty. Because it's very light and it's not going to put too much pressure under the eye, and it's just wiping away the excess because most of it has sunken into your skin already. That's the point of baking, to help clean it up a little bit more is take my MAC Studio Fix powder in NW50. And I'm going to go ahead and take another Mica Beauty brush, and it is the F100 brush. And I just pounce it into the powder so it has an even layer on top of it. And then I just pounce it underneath my contour so that it isn't so white underneath my contour. And then I just use it to set the rest of my face. Bring it to powder contour, and this just helps if you're okay with just the concealer contour, by all means either like that, but I like to set it so that the contour doesn't move anywhere and it stays there all day. I'm going to go ahead and take another Mica Beauty brush, and this is the Mica F111 brush, and I've hit pan with this product, guys. This is the True Complexion Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette, and I'm in the shade medium to dark, and this is drugstore, and this thing is by all means better than any contour powder I've ever used, and I've used high end. And this palette comes with a sculpting powder, but I finished that. I don't like the highlighter though, but it's very subtle, because with me, you know, I go all out with highlight. But if you like a subtle highlight, this would be good for you. But the contour, I mainly use a contour, and there's only a little bit left. I'm gonna go pick up a little bit more later. And this whole palette is only $7.99. Like, what? So what I just do is I just do circular motions underneath, on top of where I cream contoured, and I just do circular motions, and this really helps to cut that jawline so you look like you haven't eaten in weeks. And I'm just putting that there. Put some under here. And then I take this eye defining brush, and it's angled like this, and I'm just going to take some of the powder and I put some alongside my nose. I normally don't cream contour like I did before. I normally just put this powder. And so it goes like that. Over here and under here. And that is how I cream, contour, and highlight.